Hey guys, what's up? It's Spencer from MyFlightDirector, and today I'm going to show you guys how to avoid rendering issues when you're using Sony Vegas. Rendering issues typically occur when you're rendering large projects, typically a couple minutes long, and what will happen is halfway through your rendering, or even at the beginning, you'll get an error from Sony Vegas saying error, there is low memory. What this means is that Sony Vegas is using so much memory that it can't process the video, and thus your video cannot render. So there are three things which I've found in my time as editing that really work well to prevent this issue from happening. First one is on the installation. So on the installation, typically the default install will tell you to install it into the program files folder. Do not do this. Install this into the root folder, into your computer local disk. You want to create a new folder for Sony Vegas, and Sony Vegas 11 will install in there. You just have to select it in the installer. Very simple. I'm not going to go through that as I've already installed Sony Vegas, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Just reinstall Sony Vegas. It works really well. Another tip, when you go into Sony Vegas, go to Options and Preferences. Then go to Video, and then set Dynamic RAM Preview Max Megabytes to 0, and the max number of rendering threads to 1. This means that this preview player right here is using up the minimal amount of RAM as it can. What this basically means is that it's saving up more memory that you can use for rendering, and it can render longer films without issue, which is obviously very useful. The last and final tip, which I've found useful, is if you're having issues rendering, restart your computer, start up Sony Vegas, and then render it. Reason being is often when you're using your computer for an extended period of time, you'll start up programs and you'll have more programs running in Task Manager using up more memory, and thus your computer just cannot handle the memory that Sony Vegas requires to render a project. So if you restart it, more memory will be focused purely on Sony Vegas, and you'll notice that it actually renders correctly. For MyFlightDirector, this has been Spencer, and I hope you guys learned something today.